So, in my second to last video, I announced that I was buying a used Model X or maybe a new Model X. And one of my reasons, a small reason for that, is that I could just sense that there was a Model 3 refresh coming, which would devalue my Model 3. So I wanted to get it off my hands before that happened. Well, lo and behold, here's my look. A Tesla Model 3 refresh is coming. So let's dive into everything that we know about the new Tesla Model 3 refresh. Let's go. So yesterday there was some pictures swirling around of a Model 3 refresh. Now usually I would be skeptical, but we've already spoke about the chance that a refresh is coming for the Model 3. So I decided to look into it a little bit deeper, and I can confirm that the pictures are real. They're coming from the Tesla factory, which means that these are not modded Teslas or anything like that. These are out of the factory Teslas. So what are we looking at the moment? So the first thing is, obviously in China we've already spoke about them using different battery chems, so I'm not going to cover that. But the other things that we've seen so far are, so number one is the chrome delete. Number two is that there is a slight interior refresh, which I think there is. I'm pretty sure there is. And we'll take a look at that. So, sorry, my film set's just falling apart as we speak. Is number three, a power assisted trunk or power lift tailgate. I don't know what you call it in the States, but a power assisted boot. And lastly, there's also speculation that they're using different glass in the car, which apparently is supposed to help with noise insulation. So number one is the chrome delete. So on my Model 3 currently, I actually really like the chrome on the Model 3. It looks really lovely. The handles, everything looks really nice. But one thing about it is keeping them clean and fresh is so hard. Once you've washed them, you then have to dry them down and polish them. And even with, I use a protector at the moment, but even with that, the fingerprints get everywhere. So keeping your chrome fresh is very, very difficult. When it's shiny, it looks nice, but when it's got thumbprints and marks all over it and watermarks all over it, it doesn't look that great.
You can see it. There's marks all over that already. And now it's rained, my chrome is doomed. So yeah, chrome delete will be nice. So like that, when this all dries up, there'll be all watermarks all over this.
So then bring in the chrome deleted version. And this is actually quite a big thing already. People sell chrome delete kits. I was going to do a chrome delete just because of like what I've just explained, but I wasn't very confident in doing the chrome delete myself. And it looks a little bit more stealth. I think it looks a little bit more pulled together with the chrome delete done. So yeah, I like the chrome delete. I think it's something that they should have offered from the start. And I also think very possibly that they will do away with chrome completely for the Model 3. So it'll be the Model 3 and the Model Y range would be completely chrome deleted all the time. Something we'll probably hear very soon in the future with these updates. Usually Tesla has come out a little bit slower after the leaks, but I think very soon we'll hear whether that's going to be the case. But yeah, first of all, chrome delete. Looking at the pictures are from the Fremont factory. So these are genuine. There is a chrome delete coming for the Model 3. It's just a matter of time. People saw one, now they're also seeing truckloads of them. I can't confirm the trucks, but the picture of the Model 3 with the chrome delete outside the factory looks legit. So the next thing is the interior refresh, and for me, I've seen the pictures. Again, they look legit. I'm pretty sure they're real. There's a few things that have changed in the interior refresh. So let's throw up the picture and have a look. So this is the picture. Some people are saying, can you notice a difference? But yes, there's a decent difference here. There's quite a significant change. And we can only see a small portion of the change. So there might be bigger changes to come that we've just not seen yet. So everything's happening in the center console. If we look at the cup holders, we're now missing a slight bit of trim around the cup holders, which makes it a little bit different. And the biggest difference is the little Gubbinses box, I like to call it, for all your little Gubbinses and your Gubbinses, obviously. So this little box down here, I'll take you outside into my Model 3.
Sorry guys, ignore the completely disgustingly messy car. This is just because I've just got back off that road trip. So yeah, we are now, you can see the metal trim there is missing. This is going to be a slider, and we miss, which I like. I really like the full, having this full console like that. But we are losing this tap one, and it'll probably be very similar inside. And then I've got a little wireless charger there, but so it should look more like that. And that's the photos I've seen, but I still think we'll have a phone cover. I don't think they'll get rid of that. So we'll still have something that completes the unit itself. Some people think it's just going to be like that. I think there'll be something to cover it up, because it just looks too clean. Look at that, it looks so nice when it's all down, apart from all the dust. But so yeah, I think we'll lose these. Some people didn't like this soft close. It's quite easy to do, but if you slam it, it doesn't do it, and then you get a little message, close lid gently. Close lid gently, you idiots. Yes, I did that. When I first got the car, I didn't know how to close it. But yeah, I like that look. I'm not like an either or on the other one. I'm not that fussed. It doesn't make a difference to me, the interior refresh. So far, we've not seen much.
So now it looks a lot more like the Model S. So it looks like it's a slider. So you're going to be able to slide this along now, as opposed to flip it. But yeah, it is going down towards the Model S route. Now, why is this important? This is what my opinion is. I've spoke about this recently. The Model S is going to have to come with a refresh. That's just going to happen. If they're releasing a plaid version, they're not just going to release it as is. They're going to make some changes. So there's going to be interior refresh for the Model S. Now we're seeing the Model 3 is having an interior refresh. I think Tesla are trying to get the cars closer and closer together. So the interior of the Model S and the interior of the Model 3 are very, very similar. So I think what we're seeing here is also quite close to what we're going to see in the Model S. The Model S will just be bigger, and it will probably have a few more features that will make it that bit more premium, and probably have a little bit more premium and options on the material as well. So I think that's what we're seeing. That's why it's kind of important to see. They're doing a Model S refresh, they're doing a Model 3 refresh. We probably are going to see a Model S refresh soon. And I think we can take some of these notes here in the Model 3 and expect to see the similar things in the Model S. You heard it here first, guys. So the third thing is the power assisted boot. Everyone's been asking for it for a long, long time. The Model 3 boot, if I'm being honest, feels a bit cheap. It feels a bit tinny when you slam it. It doesn't feel that great. It's not what you would expect out of a premium car. So to have a powered assist tailgate, a powered assist boot, trunk, would be perfect. I think that's what is required. I think we need some separation. Now we've got the Model A or the Model 2 coming out. We need to know that the Model 3 is kind of like a mid-premium car. It's not just a standard sedan or standard car. It has to have some sort of premium features. So having the power-assisted boot is going to help. The Model Y having it just means that the Model 3 should have it as well. We're not paying like loads extra for the Model Y, so why aren't we seeing the same features in the Model 3? So a power-assisted boot, I do think it's coming. I think it should be as standard. And then the other thing that I think is fantastic, and we spoke about it in the past, I don't know if the Model 3 is going to be a part of this, but the idea of using robo-taxi for couriering and delivering and stuff like that, if that is the case, having a power-assisted trunk that you can access wirelessly or from a different part of the country would be amazing. You could have your car deliver something, power-assist the trunk open, they can take it and then power-assist the trunk down. Just little things like that that fully automates the car a little bit more. Again, pure speculation, but that's what it is. But yeah, power-assisted trunk, is it coming? I would say there's a very, very good chance that it's coming. Maybe not as certain as the refresh for the interior and the chrome, but I'm pretty sure a power-assisted trunk is on its way. And then lastly is that double thickness glass. Is the double insulated glass, I don't know what it's called, but is that coming? I do think so. There's been a few complaints on Twitter of interior noise on the Model 3, and Elon has addressed it directly, saying, yep, we're working on sorting it out. It's not that bad. When you're used to a diesel or a normal car and you're driving down the motorway, you get a lot of noise. So when you get in the Model 3, it kind of sounds silent to me. I hold very good conversations in the Model 3. The noise doesn't distract me. It's not that bad, but there is some noise. It's not pure silent. The Model S was really quiet. So to get closer to that Model S feel, it's a little bit more luxury. The glass could really help with it. Again, it's speculation on my behalf because I've only seen this Electrek report. Don't know how much that is trusted, but I do think it's something that Elon is trying to address. Now, he could address it through trims and stuff like that as well, but the glass seems like a good place to start. So I think the glass is on its way as well. So, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for the Chrome Delete. I'm excited for the interior refresh. Like I say, I think that means more for the Model S as well. We're obviously going to see a similar sort of refresh for the Model Y as well. You wouldn't see the interior of the Model 3 change without the Model Y changing. But I'm excited for it. But what does this mean? Does it mean that the cars are going to get cheaper? Does it mean that the cars are going to get more expensive? In my opinion, I don't think it means anything for the price right now. If anything, I think Tesla are attempting to reduce the price of the Y and the 3. So I don't think there's going to be much change. It doesn't look like, apart from the power-assisted trunk, that there's going to be that much effect on the cost of producing the cars now. So I don't think we're going to see a price change to the high side. Maybe we'll see a price reduction. But with all that being said, it does have an effect on the used car market. It is a slight upgrade at the moment. It does have an effect on the used car market. It just does. That's the way it is. People want the newest one. So if you were thinking about selling your Model 3, not right now, but in the near future when these are out a lot more in the public eye, you might see a price reduction in your Model 3. And that's just the way it is. One big thing to note, we've not heard anything about the exterior apart from the Chrome Delete. Now, I've seen the pictures and it doesn't look like there are any other changes to the Model 3's exterior. But with that being said, these could just be small movements right now. They could be dipping a toe in the water and then we could see a proper facelift to the Model 3. Like I said before, we are getting to that point at where the Model S was released. Now in the Model 3 production, we're about the same time span between when we saw that first refresh of the Model S. So it could happen. We could see a Model 3 refresh to the front interior. Now it won't be anything super major because of the production. Tesla's trying to get this like thing streamlined at the moment and they want to produce in a certain amount of cars. So to throw a spanner in the works is not something they're going to do. But a change like the front bumper or the rear bumper or a little adjustment in the door panels, they're quite easy changes to make and they are things that we might see come in. And if that happens, then the price of your used car will go down. If you look at the Model S, when it lost that nose cone at the front, people stopped wanting that car. I don't want that Tesla. If I'm buying a used Model S, I don't want that one anymore. I want the new shaped one. So I always search for the new shaped ones. The one with the nose cone doesn't even come into my mind anymore. So if we do see an exterior refresh soon, and I think this is a decent warning sign to go, possibly there is one coming, then you will see a huge knock-on effect on the used car market in the Model 3. It's something I am obviously thinking about right now. I actually got a price from Tesla yesterday for my car as a trade-in for the Model X. I was very disappointed with the price that they offered. I'll make a video on it soon. I'm going to try and get a better price out of them. I'm probably going to have to sell it privately if I don't want to lose a lot of money that I spent on the Model 3. But anyway, guys, what are your opinions? Do you prefer this new interior or do you like the old one? I don't really mind either, but the Chrome Delete for me and the power assisted trunk are big big things. And I mean, if the insulated glass comes as well, that's a nice little touch as well. And what do you think about the Model S? Do you think there is that refresh coming to the Model S? I mean, come on, if we've seen a Model 3 refresh, which was highly unlikely, the Model S seems like it's obviously going to happen. Anyway, guys, if you're thinking about buying a Model 3, or a Model S or a Model X, there is a link in the description. It gets you 1,000 free supercharging miles. It gets me 1,000 free supercharging miles. If you don't mind not having Chrome Delete, then, you know, it's something to think about. And then also, if you could share it on Twitter. Someone shared it on Twitter for me. Thank you, Graham. Thank you all you guys who are sharing it on Twitter for me. As always, you have been wonderful. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.